See you again, Bozeman. My name's Kyle. I came up here without peeing beforehand because I think that comedy is something that should be done with a sense of urgency. It's good to be back, like I said. I used to live here in Bozeman. I love it here. I live in Missoula now. It's a good place too, but here's the thing about Missoula, and I'll give you guys this point in the argument. That town really loves to make a bigger deal out of itself than it really is. No, it's true. It's true, we do. Just because Jewel writes the most obnoxious song in human history about a city does not make it the next Paris. Like I said, I'm originally from Sheridan, Wyoming. I moved to Missoula a little over a year ago. And I remember one morning, I was kind of trying to, I hadn't really figured this city out yet. I was kind of trying to get my finger on the pulse of Missoula. And I remember one morning, I was walking down Brook Street, and there was this guy on a bicycle coming at me from the opposite direction. And this fucking guy, he wasn't wearing a shirt, he wasn't wearing shoes, he wasn't wearing a helmet, he was wearing shorts. He was wearing shades because, he's real concerned with his ocular well-being. And so as he comes to pass me and ride past me, he sees me, no hands on the handlebars, he reaches up behind him with both hands, pulls a cigarette in one hand and a lighter in the other, lights up, passes me and goes, "Shit," and keeps on riding. That's the portrait of a city. Right there. That was my education. So come and visit sometime if you want. I know this is going to come as a real system shock to a couple of you, but I was like an awkward kid. Like in all the imaginable ways. Physically, not much has changed since, still kind of the same. Half deflated beach ball on top of a couple of Lincoln logs. Emotionally, pretty happy kid, honestly, which now, begs some explanation. And socially, I didn't have a lot of friends, didn't want them, walked around a lot. Now all this is well and good. He knows. This guy knows right here. Yes, brothers, telephone. So, all this is well and good until about the time you hit 6th grade, which is when everybody develops a pretty severe case of borderline personality disorder. I remember one week in 6th grade, I narrowly avoided having the shit kicked out of me like 5 separate times. I felt like I should have had my name up on a wall next to a high score or something. And I guess, not much has really changed since, except that nowadays when somebody threatens to slug me in the skull with a pair of brass knuckles, I usually deserve it. I'm like correcting somebody's grammar at a New Year's party or something. It's okay. I'm a former English major. I work in a bank now. Let me have this. Thank you, Montana State University English Department. So I guess by round of applause or hoots and hollers, whatever your preferred method, who in the room likes to go out and get really drunk? Calling me shocked, Bozeman. You've got the right idea, sir. A child of restraint. Now, I'm the worst, though, man. I'm the worst. I'm like a werewolf of drinking. Like, I'll just go out with my friends. It's going to start innocent. We're going to have a good time. Just have some fun. Then, 12, 13 drinks later, somehow it's daytime out, and I'm only vaguely familiar with this couch I'm on. There's like a hot saucy napkin in my lap with the words "list of new enemies" written on it and what looks like lipstick. And there's blood on my hands. This will happen to me twice a month because I've really calmed down in the last couple of years. How about getting really drunk and then waking up the next morning still drunk? Oh. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, that's the best. That's value. That's the smell of value, not failure. Learn the difference. It'll take you far. But I remember a while back, I woke up the morning after still drunk, and I didn't realize it, but I figured it out because when I got to Tiorama, usually I'm a pretty polite guy, but I got to Tiorama, and in one fluid motion, I opened the door, underhanded my keys to the guy, and go, "Here for some lubricating, boss hog." He's with another customer. He just catches the keys in his left hand fucking English cucumber, shoots me a look like, man, what are you doing? There was a sign in there that was shaped like a stop sign, and it said on it, "Brake problem, stop here." But comedic boy genius that I am, old Breadstick the Whiskey Werewolf decides it'd be a good idea to mime driving a car and read the sign out loud. "Brake problems? Stop here!" I can't! So I probably shouldn't have driven to my oil change, is what I'm saying. Oh, man. Speaking of being a real piece of shit, sometimes you hit a point in your late 20s where you realize, I might have left college behind. College sure didn't leave me behind. And I think for me, that point came a while back when I was coming home from work, and I went up the stairs, I turned the key and locked my apartment, I opened the door, and a rolling wall of just telltale air just hit me like I stepped into oncoming traffic. And as I'm just sitting there, and this cloud of inconvenient truth just washes over me, and envelops me and reminds me what it means to be a former English major in the working world, I realized that for about the last month, I've been kind of trying to subtly talk myself into believing that, oh, that's the smell of all the delicious food I've been making in my microwave. And not the smell of stale, cheap beer and kung pao farts, so... Ladies, form an orderly queue. We'll talk later. So, it's a fucking weird world out there, though. I mean, shit's just getting funny and strange. And if you don't believe me, check this out. I think that the store Costco is actually a really weird part of the world. I know, hear me out. Costco is, I guess, like this retail warehouse club where I presume you can go to pay dues for the ability to buy in bulk and at discount prices anything! Anything! Costco sells coffins! Did you know that? That's real! That's true! If you're not doing well, don't trouble anybody else. Get a custom casket from Costco. You can go online. You don't even have to leave your house. You can just click on the departments tab. And right there, nestled nice and snug between furniture and gift baskets, or food and gift baskets and furniture, is Costco's funeral department. Where you can buy a discount coffin. Now, I know what you're thinking. Kyle, what if I'm more a cremation guy? Pump the brakes, big shooter. Costco's got you covered. They sell urns, too. As for me, I just think it's good poetic justice that the same place I can buy off-brand energy drinks and bulk hot dogs also deals in supplies for the afterlife. So, sir, how's life going for you? Yeah, a little nod. Things are going okay. Maybe you got a few bills past due, but you're doing fine. You're gonna make it. Good. I got emailed twice last week by Taco John's. I don't know if any of you have ever had the pleasure of being emailed twice in the same week by the poor man's Taco Bell. But it doesn't happen ever because your life is going according to plan. I know what I'm going to do when I grow up. I'm going to get an education. I'm going to become a doctor and better myself. No! But you are going to redeem that coupon for 99-cent potato olays. It was stupid, too. It was one of those things where it's like, hey, got big weekend plans? Be sure to include Taco John's with our new meal deals. And I'm like, listen, TJs. I call them TJs. We're on a basis. Listen, TJs, you know what this is. Nobody gets emailed by you twice in a week because they have big weekend plans. Just like I don't start off 3 days a work week with 2 ibuprofen and gas station food to take the edge off all the fun I'm having. Oh, what's that? $1.99 fish tacos? Archive that fiesta for later. Bozeman, you are lovely. Let's ram me hard tonight. My name's Kyle.